Hello, I'm Chris Reid. I'm the leader of Rotherham Council and the chair of the Rotherham Together Partnership. It's been quite a year, hasn't it? And actually, there will be no better time for us to come together to celebrate the extraordinary contribution that our volunteers and our voluntary and community sector organisations have made to the borough over the last 12 months. But we're not able to do that, and for very good reason. But I'm delighted to be able to introduce this video showing some of the remarkable things that our volunteers have done through the course of the year. Rotherham is blessed with thousands of volunteers and hundreds of organisations who do remarkable things day in, day out. And alongside our public services and of course our businesses, they make this place what it is. And at a time when we have faced this unprecedented challenge, it's brought our community into its own. Their work is remarkable. I hope you enjoy the video. And from me to all of you, thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Matt. I'm the service manager down at Shiloh, Rotherham. We're a day centre to support anyone that's either homeless or those at risk of becoming homeless. We welcome people as guests and offer them a safe place where they'll be accepted and supported. The word Shiloh actually means a place of refuge, and we provide that here. The issues which our guests face are extremely challenging and complex. Often they come through the door for the first time feeling quite low. Many feel trapped in their circumstances, unable to find a way out. But very quickly, we're able to offer them hope and help them take steps towards a better future.
Hi, my name's Nathan. I was currently homeless, living on the streets in a tent behind a bingo hall half a year ago until I came to Shiloh. I'm now currently working full time, got my own place, seeing my children again, and currently getting back to normal.
Rotherham District Scouts is the largest co-educational youth group in Rotherham Borough.
There are the basic activities that we do in a troop night or a scout night at a hall or whatever, and those basically around games, having a lot of fun, but learning a lot of skills. And those skills are wide and varied from from tying knots, which used to be the thing for scouts, to learning about GPS systems and about computer systems and a lot of the new IT profiles. It's for anyone, it's a family of scouts. We've got people well into the 90s who still do stuff, because there's always a job. I think what we bring to Rotherham is that we have a wide variation of scout groups. We cover anybody at all, no matter what the religion is, what the sexual orientation is. We're open to everybody, which means that all young people, no matter where they come from, what the background is, can come to Scouts and feel part of that family.
Hello, I'm Shafiq Hussain, Chief Executive of Voluntary Action Rotherham. For me, one of the things that makes Rotherham a fantastic place is the tens of thousands of volunteers and the many hundreds of voluntary and community groups that deliver service and support that really matter to our communities and residents day in, day out. We know those support services are vital and in some cases can be life-changing. We also know many groups, more than ever in the current environment, have adapted what they do to meet new challenges and needs, delivering support services differently and safely. Thank you Rotherham voluntary and community groups and all volunteers. You do amazing work and are a force for incredible good. Thank you.
Rotherham Hospice is the only adult palliative care hospice in Rotherham, but we also not only look after palliative care patients in hospice, we do care in the community, and also we have a day hospice and offer other services like that. In the last 12 months, obviously, as you can imagine, it's been a bit up and down. For me, for what I've seen as a volunteer, I think just keeping everything going as normal as we could in this situation. And I particularly like the gesture we did with the 2 hearts. We made, lots of people made hearts, and we gave one to the patient and one to the visitors, so they had a connection through that heart, because that's at the time when we had no visitors whatsoever, which was very difficult. So it's just things like that, and just keeping a slight bit of normality really. So yeah, it's been a difficult time, but a really, really positive one from what I've seen.
I'm Chris Edwards, I'm Chief Officer of NHS Rotherham Clinical Commissioning Group. I'd just like to thank the voluntary sector for helping us, the NHS, in so many ways. They help us with thousands of pro-social prescriptions and also help us, the NHS, meet all hard-to-reach groups in Rotherham.
My name's Hussein. My mother, Mrs. Rasool Begum, she's 95, and Saria from your services has been helping me with all sorts of situations from adult services, and yeah, she's been great. Her service has been excellent, and I appreciate everything that she's done for me.
My name is Sheila Scorley, and your service has been very helpful. Soraya has boosted my confidence and made me think more positive. She is a credit to your service.
I'd just like to say what a fantastic yours services has been. Soraya has been a help that I cannot express. She's got me where I want to be. Yours has been absolutely fantastic, especially Soraya, and I can't thank them enough.
Hello, I'm Rachel. Welcome to our video about Rush House. In 1982, our charity was established in response to the growing number of homeless young people in the borough, who at the time were being sent to places like Sheffield and Barnsley for accommodation.
My name's Keenan, 21, come from Rotherham. Rush House helped me. I was 16, I had nowhere to go, I was homeless. My parents didn't want anything to do with me, and they just helped me get back on my feet, helped me realise what I wanted and pushed me. And yeah, it just made me realise that you don't have to always go down. When you're on a bad path, you don't have to stay on that bad path.
Hi there, this is Andrew from the Chamber of Commerce. The past few months has shown how real, genuine partnership working can benefit everyone in Rotherham, and long may that continue.
This is Talk and Train. Talk and Train is a mental health support group based on physical exercise.
Talk Train's brilliant. It's a space to come, exercise, get fit, meet new people. It gives us all a space to talk freely, without judgment.
Impact, as you can see behind me, we've got a number of lads here training, which is really benefiting those mentally and physically. We have a Facebook page, which again has got helplines on that benefit everybody. We've got some great volunteers involved from all different areas of life.
All my life I've struggled with trauma and mental health, and attending Talk and Train has helped me develop confidence to, build up my self-esteem, and, just coming to a boxing gym just helps you with your confidence, just helps take the frustration of the day-to-day living out in a controlled environment. It's a good place to come along, and we get a lot down here and talk to the guys, and we have, some real good conversations. And it's not about mental health, it's about everything, and just well-being, and just being around, people that are civilised and just genuine people that care for the right reasons. It's all good.
Hello, I'm Catherine Singh, Chief Executive of Ardash, and I'd just like to say a big thank you to all of our colleagues working in the voluntary sector across Rotherham. The work you do makes such a difference for us as an organisation and for our patients, so thank you.
Hi all, Steve Chapman, Rotherham Police and District Commander. I'm sure you'll agree there's some strange times that we're living in right now, and I don't think there is a better time that we can absolutely celebrate the people within our community who are giving their time up free of charge, day in, day out, to help other people. It doesn't matter what background people are, it doesn't matter what faith they are, we see people coming together to help each other out in these times of need. So whether that's delivering food parcels, whether that's going out and supporting people who have mental health issues, whether it's supporting people with addictions such as drugs and alcohol, day in, day out, we have people giving their time up free of charge, and this has got to be celebrated across Rotherham, because we have some really unique people and some really unique groups of people who are just making our lives better constantly. And so on behalf of Rotherham Together Partnership, I just want to say a huge thank you to those people for what they do each and every day throughout the year here in Rotherham. It is absolutely making a difference, and thank you.
Last Christmas, Round Table were approached by a lady who had just lost her son. 7-year-old son had died in Rotherham Hospital. She got 4 other children, the youngest being only weeks old. She desperately wanted the kids to see Father Christmas, but she couldn't bear to take them anywhere like Meadowhall because she didn't want to be any more upset than she was by seeing other children enjoying themselves. A friend of ours pulled us on the float to East Dean. I had already told Paula, the mother, that we were going to be there and I'd ring her when it was time. While we were waiting at the bottom of the road, she got her children out and they were shouting for Father Christmas.
We met up with them at Longshore and walked some considerable distance with the rangers and did the tree planting ceremony. And this is a place that the family, the children, will be able to go and visit, and that is Liam's special place.
Thornbury Animal Sanctuary was established in 1988 and became a registered charity in 1993. Able to house over 100 animals at any one time, we are one of the largest animal rescue centres in South Yorkshire. We care for vulnerable animals when they have nowhere else to turn and help them to find a new and loving home. We look after dogs, cats, horses, rabbits, pigs, goats, hens, guinea pigs and other small animals. We have even been known to take in parrots, lizards, chinchillas and other animals who need a safe and caring space. At our site in North Anston, we also have a number of second-hand shops, including a bookshop, a vintage emporium, a clothes shop, a bric-a-brac shop and shoe shop. In 2021, we also have plans for a large cafe, event space and a new vet suite on site. Along with supporters' donations, these all help to fund the vital work that Thornbury does. When there is nowhere else for animals to turn to, Thornbury will always be there.
We provide a variety of care to children and families where the children has life-limiting conditions. Children will come and stay with us for a period of time. We also take in children who need some emergency care, so if their conditions have worsened or they need some management, and then we also look after children at the end of life. So during COVID, we've obviously not been able to run events. We haven't been able to do the big fundraising activity that we'd normally do. So that's really changed the way that we work with volunteers. What has happened is a number of volunteers have done things like make face coverings for us. There's been a number of volunteers who made scrubs for our care staff, so our nurses and our support workers. They dress in scrubs, clinical scrubs, and they've been made by volunteers. And actually it's changed the way that we work. We haven't been able to see all of our volunteers for a long time and in the ways that we normally might. So what I'd just like to do is say a huge thank you to all of those volunteers who support Bluebell Wood. Without you, we couldn't do what we do.
Hi, Paul Warne here from Rotherham United. It gives me great pleasure to promote our club of what we do in the community, and especially the Community Sports Trust and what it does and how it tries to engage with education and health and inclusion, with participation in lifelong activities. We even support 150 local voluntary and community groups to give them tickets to games and also to help them raise money.
My name's Hayley and I'm the Rotherham coordinator for Befriend. We're a small South Yorkshire charity that specialises in befriending with socially isolated older people. We basically pair older neighbours in need of more company with local volunteers who want to make a new friend, and we also run 10 social clubs a week. We've made hundreds of connections since we started over 3 years ago. A cuppa, a natter and a new friendship means so much to those who might otherwise have no one. Over lockdown we've been working harder than ever, switching to telephone befriending, making activity packs, running our social clubs over the phone, starting a pen friend project, making entertaining mixtapes and making doorstep visits as well.
I'd like to express my thanks and gratitude to all volunteers in Rotherham, not only those who work directly with us here at the Rotherham NHS Foundation Trust, but also those who work across the borough. We rely on our NHS volunteers, local community voluntary services and national voluntary organisations to provide important support to our patients and those we care for. And I'm proud that we have some really excellent relationships with the voluntary sector in Rotherham, which help people to lead happy and healthy lives. I'm proud that our trust is part of the Rotherham Together partnership, And although volunteering is just one aspect of this, it is really positive that we are all working together as one to make Rotherham a great place to live and work.
Right, well, my name's Anne and Families First is a small charity, and what we do is we supply emergency aid to families within the Rotherham area. The toy appeal, yeah, it's for all Rotherham. We run it each year. It's from Parkgate Shopping and now our new radio station RB1. But we are struggling. We're struggling for new gifts. We only have new gifts because that's what children need on Christmas morning, to open a gift that's new. It's got to be special for them, and we try and make it as special as what we can. There again, we don't know the families. We get lists through. What they do is we get the first name, whether it's male or female, what age, and if they've got a desired toy. Then what we do is, to make it special for us as the volunteers, we actually go shopping for that child from the gifts that have already been donated. And we always put a cuddly toy and a stocking filler in so that they've got quite a nice bag with the name on. So then the worker comes and collects these and then gives them to the families so that the parents can actually wrap them for the children, so that we're not in it at all. You know, it's not we've given you these, it's so that the parents can actually give them to them.
Hi, my name's Vicky Dawson and I'm the founder of the Sleep Charity. We're really pleased this year that we've been able to help vulnerable young people across Rotherham to get a better night's sleep. We've been able to provide training to professionals in the area who work with disadvantaged young people, and we've produced a sleep journal for the young people to use, and this will help to support their mental health and help them to meet the full potential.
Our group does, and it was set up to do, to get people out for a chat, get help with the loneliness and probably mental health problems people we found out had, and it was just set up to get people to meet. One of the highlights, we actually, knowing people were going to be by themselves on Christmas, and obviously we were here, we did Christmas dinner for about 14 in here and delivered to 3 or 4. But since COVID, we realised that obviously some are frail and in the high risk group, that they may need help. And so we told them if they needed help with prescriptions, getting medication, shopping, or running anywhere, that we would try and do it.
I've spent a lot of time on the last 4 or 5 months driving around, picking up scripts, delivering medicines, delivering foods, going to the shop. As a community, we've still done everything together, which I think is a real feather in our cap, that we could, as a total different people, all pull together at a time like that when everybody needs it.
I've come to represent Sadie Griffin today on behalf of a nomination I've sent into Rotherham VAR. I just want to recognise what good she's done for our community during lockdown. She decided come March, realising people's struggles and difficulties in going into the pandemic, that we needed to do something as a community. She created a Facebook group, a community group, Kiveton and Wales Community Group, and it became a support group for over 1,100 people. It rapidly took off to other nearby villages, seeing the idea and them adopting it. It started off from anything we had. She had a food bank in her house, everything. She provided gloves, all the sanitizer sprays. She did local deliveries, so it was safely done. Collections were on the doorstep. She actually provided her personal telephone number on the leaflets that were distributed to everybody, so she was kind of on call 24/7, and it gave people that were suffering with social isolation or living on their own and vulnerable, they could just pick up phone at any time to speak. Done prescription services, dog walking. It's now created an adopt a gran and granddad, if you like, where people have actually helped younger generations with family trees, and there's ones that are still walking dogs 3 times a week, including her own son that takes part in it.
Hello, I'm Sharon Kemp, Chief Executive at Rotherham Borough Council. Rotherham's voluntary and community sector, from individual volunteers and small grassroots groups through to larger charities and voluntary organisations, play a vital role in supporting our communities and vulnerable individuals right across this borough. This help has been particularly crucial in recent months as we responded to the pandemic, and I'm really pleased that we can take some time out to celebrate their contributions. A huge thank you to all involved. Your work is truly valued.
Here at Grimm & Co, we work with children and young people doing creative writing workshops that are free to all aged 7 to 18. We aim to champion the writer in every single child, and we do this by doing creative writing activities that help raise their aspirations, improve their literacy skills, and help build their self-esteem. We also work with an amazing bunch of volunteers from the local area. They help us mentor children and young people, and we provide them with lots of training opportunities and a chance to give back a meaningful way of helping in their local community. They have lots of different opportunities that can help them move on to further education and work experience, and we want to say a huge thank you for them for all of their hard work. Thank you.
My name's Emily Raw, and I'm Chair of Trustees for the Rainbow Project. The Rainbow Project is a voluntary organisation working with the LGBT+ community in Rotherham and across South Yorkshire. We run a variety of provision, including social activities and support groups. We also get involved in community events such as Rotherham Pride and Diversity Festival. We do accept referrals from other voluntary organisations and from statutory services. We've been running since 2014, but for the last few years we've not had a fixed base, which has had an impact on our ability to deliver activities. So we're really excited to report that we will be moving into Wath Hall very shortly. And we're looking forward to 2021 as hopefully being a period of growth after a very difficult year this year.
Hi, I'm Angam and I'm from Sense. At Sense we believe that no one, no matter how complex their disability, they shouldn't be isolated, left out or unable to fulfil their potential. I believe through COVID-19 we have managed to support people, whether it's in the service or out in the community, as the best of our ability. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the staff for going the extra mile in terms of supporting people with the food, going out for shopping, make sure they've got medication, or even just giving them the phone call to check they're okay.
They're really good, and they take us shopping and everything, and they look after us, so yeah, I love them.
But I wouldn't know what to do without them because I'd be stuck with him after going in home.
The staff will help them as much as they can. Absolutely brilliant.
I'm so proud of every single one of you. You are a hero in this. I'm sure as Team Sense Rotherham we will get through this together as one town, one community. Keep up the wonderful, amazing work you all do. Stay safe and take care. Thank you.